So guys, just going to be doing a quick update on some new trades that I've taken. The long-term outlook is still bearish. The weekly bear div on Bitcoin has not even begun to roll over yet. However, some of these altcoins are at very interesting levels that make sense to try scalp along. And on the daily time frame, Bitcoin looks like it definitely could have a bit of juice left for another move to the upside. But guys, like I keep saying, the longer term outlook, it looks more probable for a major correction coming. So even though I'm going to go over some longs in this video, I just want to make it clear they're just short-term scalp longs, because the larger macro, everything is pointing to further downside. And I know it's hard to accept that because the bias is full-on bullish everywhere you look. But guys, the charts are telling us something different. Anyway, to start the video, the first long that I've taken is on STORJ. And the reason being is because it's at very crucial levels, guys. And if you guys look at this chart, you will see on the daily time frame, it also has daily bullish divergence. And it's doing this at a very interesting level on the chart. When I say interesting level, I mean it's reacting to levels on the chart that go back to the 2021, I think it was 2022 lows, right? These are very important lows that could be telling us, okay, this definitely could be getting ready for a bounce. So I'm long on STORJ, and obviously guys, below 20 cents, the entire idea is invalidated. But until then, STORJ looks like it could definitely bounce here. And some of the altcoins, well, most of the altcoins, they don't have this setup. They do not have anything like this. So it's why I'm bringing this to your attention in this video, because this has a good setup. Even though the longer term outlook is bearish and further downside to come, it doesn't mean we can't make gains on these short-term long scalps. So guys, you can see higher lows happening, higher low being put in on the MACD histogram. We had the lower lows on price. This is daily bullish divergence, and like I said guys, it's happening at very interesting levels. So the target on STORJ, you know, we could definitely get this back up to around 34 cents, and then we could flip back to being short. Because like I said, the edge is on the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. The weekly bear div is there, and everybody is going against it. I don't know why, but it's something that I've noticed in this space. So guys, that's the first coin, STORJ. The second one is on Chainlink. Now, I like Chainlink specifically because it's come back down on it's come back down to a really interesting level again. Every time Chainlink comes down to around $13, it somehow catches bids. And here we are again, guys. You can see this trend, it kept rejecting. We made a video about this at $15 when I was shorting Chainlink. I've taken profits and I'm looking to scalp some longs on this. It doesn't have the daily bullish divergence like I just showed you on STORJ, but guys, this has potential because it's back down to massive areas of interest. And on the 4 hour, you know, the 4 hour does actually look ready for a bounce. You could even say the 4 hour has bullish divergence because of the slight lower low happening on price, while the MACD momentum put in a higher low with a bit of seller exhaustion showing. So we could start to flip into the green histogram candles. We definitely could come back up to test this trend of around $14. But guys, be aware of what I have said about the longer term outlook still being bearish, because it could definitely just reject here and we could continue to roll over and make another lower low. Just be aware of that, guys. I just want to be transparent that even though I'm longing some coins right now, the longer term outlook still does not look good. The next coin, with the last coin for this video that I am long on, is called Arweave. And Arweave is down to $5, guys. This used to be around $30 or something. This as well has bullish divergence on the 4 hour. So Chainlink doesn't have it as good as Arweave, but they both still have good setups, you know, with the lower lows being put in. the higher lows on the MACD, it doesn't look too bad for some long scalps. But like I said, guys, below $5, it's pretty much over. It's cooked. It's done. And it would make sense why it would be cooked and done, right? Because the weekly bear div on Bitcoin. Anyway, guys, you can see if this does bounce, it's pretty straightforward. We could get this back up to around $7 to $8. I think that's probably where you would want to get out, because we might roll over for the lower low to come in. Anyway, guys, I think a bounce is due on some of these vapor coins. But let me bring up the elephant in the room. Arweave and Maker, they stopped me out. I got it wrong, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you know. I got it wrong, and even though I got it wrong, I think I was just a bit too early, because, guys, either way, what I tell you, it shouldn't influence you. It should just give you something to be aware of. But guys, like I said, the weekly bear div on Arweave, it's still there, and even though it faked out, it's come back below the trend. So I do think they faked out, guys, and I still think DeFi is going to get hit the hardest when this market rolls over. Now, Maker was the other one that I obviously got stopped out on, and you can see, guys, this Maker is just, it's insane how strong it is, you know. I don't know why it did this. It didn't even have a confluence with an Ethereum run. This just randomly ran and just fucking stopped me out. Anyway, Maker, you can see this is still valid, and I still believe Maker is going to crumble with all of DeFi. I still believe it, guys, even though it's done this weird fake out move. It's when you look at the market, when you look at the broader market, it's hard to be a bull right now because of how much it has ran the entire market. It's hard to be long-term bullish on these coins. This is why I'm saying, guys, the shorts for the long term look like the smarter play. And even if you guys look at DeFi, if you look at this chart here, you know, the weekly full reset on total DeFi. Actually, this is not the DeFi chart, sorry. That is not the DeFi. There's no way it fully reset. It couldn't even, it hasn't even rolled over yet, guys. The DeFi chart has not even rolled over yet. So even though we're getting these bounces on DeFi coins, I think it's the bull trap before the real show begins. And I just want you guys to be aware that this is a really good setup for a bearish outcome to happen on the DeFi coins. Even though Maker and Arweave and Ethereum are pushing up, this chart is telling us something bad is going to happen to the DeFi coins. I'm just putting it out there, guys. Do what you want with that information. It's not financial advice. It's just my speculation. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. And until the next one, thank you.